Okay, so the Most High God was just talking to me, told me to go live. I was walking up this little hill right here just now with my basket and my umbrella, and I got to about right here, and I realized I've had this dream. This was in a dream I've had, this exact place. But right before, I'm like shaking. Whew. Anyway, right before when I was walking around that curve right there, right past that thing, thought I heard a scream, and I'm like, what? That's fucking crazy. That's a car going by. I started walking a little bit further, and then I just stopped and I was just listening. And something really heavy came over me. I'm not going to talk about it because YouTube would be like, oh, we're going to take away your channel again. You know, because they've done that before. That's why that's why I took all my videos down. BTW. WW, I don't know, how do you say it? Whew. I'm like shaking right now because I don't know what's going to wake me up here, but I do know that I'm being led to just kind of, I need to maybe tell people, not tell people things, but maybe let people know that I'm not who people think I am, I guess. I don't even know what to say. Never mind. Anyways, so I haven't walked up here yet, so I'm kind of hesitating. I was like, and then all of a sudden I heard on my head, go live on YouTube. Just like that night when those people were following me up at the college and they were like, whatever. And then a cop came around. It was just weird. Wow. That's a beautiful, beautiful tree. Holy cow, can you see how beautiful that tree is? The bark on that tree is amazing. Holy smokes, Mother Nature. Wow. That's magnificent. Oh, there's people over there. Anyways, well, as I started to walk up around the corner and I heard go live, all of a sudden, all these ducks that were over there flew. They didn't quack and swim. They flew over to there. Anyways, so I guess I'm just gonna walk live on YouTube for a minute. I don't even know how I can go live on YouTube. Like, don't you have to have like 1,000 subscribers to go live or something? Maybe it's only 50. I don't know, but I've been able to go live like for a long time, and it's kind of strange. I thought it was kind of strange anyways. Wow, my heart is really racing right now for some reason. Whew. There's some fence posts. But I did get the part of the mushroom I was looking for. This is a beautiful, beautiful view. Oops, sorry, I was not looking at the phone. I was just... Something looks like it was bedding down right there or something, maybe. Or was it aliens landing? Just kidding. I'm totally joking. They don't land, they hover. You don't even see them, I bet you. I've seen one. I've seen like a craft or whatever you want to call it. I've only talked to like a couple people about it. I was with another human that saw it as well. But we might have been doing questionable behavior where we shouldn't have been doing it. So, I don't really want to go around telling people. Yeah, anyways. It was a long time ago. Oh, goodness. But they're transparent. Like in that movie, Oh, I don't even remember what it's called. I don't watch very many movies, and I've seen like parts of this movie. It looks like liquid metal, but you can see through it. Is that transparent? Is that what that means? Whatever. Anyway, I'm a lot smarter than I sound, I promise. Okay. So, I got my basket by my side with my little saw too. Oh, geez. So, yeah, I don't feel so nervous anymore. But right coming around that bend right there, I was not feeling too confident. I mean, I was feeling confident like I was going to go around it, but not but. However, is that the right word? I don't know. I'm trying not to. Man, the English language is so deceptive. So, such full of trickery. Trickery everywhere you look. But tricks are for kids. Remember the cereal tricks? Tricks were for kids. I don't get that. Beautiful little pine tree. Oh, it's like new life. Oh my goodness, the bark is just amazing. But I just sounded like I was throwing a fit. But so this is what I want to know. What are these? I'm still shaky. Anyway, that's probably annoying if you're watching, but I don't know how to fix that. And I guess if you really want to listen, you'll listen. And if not, okay. Anyway, okay. Transfer structure TS-3. Oh, it's duckweed. Yeah. Maybe they're growing duckweed because they know it's. Oh, they're using it to filter the water. Freaking genius. Oh, I get it. That's so smart. That's what I was doing with my little pond out in front of my house. I don't have to have a filter because I use duckweed. Plus, then you can, dry it out. Then you can ground it up, make a powder. And you can put it on your food, and it doesn't even really taste like anything, and it's got tons and tons of vitamins and stuff in it. It's a superfood. Maybe the people around here aren't as stupid as I thought they were. Just kidding. I don't think people are stupid. I just think you're kind of assholes. Anyway, if you're around where I'm at and you know who you are. Okay. But I'm still probably smarter. That was so rude, but it's so true. Assholes sometimes. Some people should really when you tell somebody something and you're looking at them and you're dead serious, you should probably take that person seriously. So that, especially if they're telling you something pretty serious, you should be even if you don't believe them, still keep it in the back of your mind. Don't just discredit it. Because I told people not to fuck with me. Yeah, I said, you're just going to get yourself caught up. Not even going to have to do anything. And I think these people are probably getting caught up right now. And I didn't have to do anything. Just like I said. Whew. So pretty. It's like look at all the cattails. My friend Mercedes would be in heaven if that was real cats everywhere. She really likes cats. Ooh, yikes. What the heck? Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Ah! Just kidding. We're all dying. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, geez. This YouTube thing is crazy. I'm a professional YouTuber without making videos ever. Just because I watch people. I know that sounds creepy, doesn't it? Yeah, I didn't even realize what was happening until a few weeks ago. And I'm or no, it was 6 months ago, not a few weeks. Why would I say a few weeks? Anyway, about 6 months ago. I'm oh my gosh, I get it now. I know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing it, but I'm doing it. And it's crazy how God works in our lives. It's just amazing. It's so supernatural and so magical. that it makes me want to cry sometimes because it's so loving. Like, it's so everything, you know? I don't even know how to explain. Can you imagine? What if we couldn't imagine? Like, that's the whole world. That is proof right there that our thoughts create our reality, you know? Because think about it. If we didn't have imagination, nothing except for this would exist, you know, like that road right there would not exist. Those clouds definitely wouldn't exist because you know those are man-made. And somebody had to come up with that shit, you know? Think tanks of people sometimes. So that tells me like when you think negative thoughts, you're manifesting that into your world. Believe me, I was like the queen of not liking myself. And I don't know. Well, I didn't not like myself. I knew that I liked myself somewhere in there. I could still, because I don't even know how to explain it. However, maybe it's an only child thing. I don't know how many people out there are an only child. But I had a friend, James Munder. He was an only child. He passed away, R.I.P. motherfucker. Your birthday's like, oh my gosh, your birthday was on the 6th, I believe. So, happy birthday, James Munda. R.I.P. friend. I guess, anyways. Maybe that's one of why we connected so well. Because I don't know very many people that were a single or one kid, whatever, only child. And, I had stepsisters. I still have stepsisters, 3 of them. They don't like me. I don't really care, but I don't even really know why. Tell you the honest to God truth, I do not know why. I was so excited to have 3 freaking sisters. Oh my gosh, when I was in 3rd grade, I'm like, yes, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have somebody to play with. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Because I didn't even live in my area where the school I went to. So I couldn't even go over to friends' house after school because my friends lived on the other side of town. It's a whole thing. Anyways, I'm not saying, oh, poor me. I'm like, fuck, I was excited to have sisters. Well, then, come to find out, maybe I'm funnier or I don't know what the fuck the problem was. But they didn't like me. All 3 of them hated me. Still, to this day. One of them, she invited me to her wedding, but my husband had just passed away and I wasn't really into going to weddings at the time, you know? So that's why I didn't. Maybe that's why they don't like me. She's like, oh, fuck her. I just got married and she didn't come. I came to her wedding. Well, I think, I don't know. They're really religious, so they probably have empathy and heart, right? Right? They went to Catholic school, you know? My one sister graduated from Gonzaga University. She's like a principal, and she has a doctorate, I think, or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't really care. Because anybody can have a doctorate, or not anybody can have a doctorate like the piece of paper, you know? But anybody can learn anything. We have the internet. That's what the internet is for. The internet of things. Gosh. What are we using the internet for if we're not using it for frickin' feeding our mind full of knowledge that we need? Oh, we're using it for porn, child trafficking, human trafficking. Frickin' not short people, but shorts of people dancing around. Yay, that's great. It's funny. However, how about learning something? Dance around and say some fucking shit that makes sense or something happy or some, recite the, what is it? Distrata? I don't know how to say it. But it's that thing. My friend Dennis, he called me over to his house right before he passed away, actually. And he said, I've given 22 of these away in my life, Jenny. He passed away when he was 66. Anyways, it was on May 18th or something, 2018. I think, something like that. Anyways, he was a very knowledgeable man. He was a cool man, and I had missed him because he had so many stories that were so, just cool. And we had this really crazy experience one night. We were up, around this area by this lake. It's it's 3 miles this way. And there's this lake. It's called Fish Lake. And he told me about these lights that he would see. And we were coming home from the casino at like 4 o'clock in the morning because he'd go to the casino every once in a while. And I'd drive him because he knew I wouldn't leave him there. Because this guy would, when he went to the casino and he sat at the same machine, and he would sit at that machine until all of his money was gone. He didn't care how much he won. If he won $4,000, he's still sitting at that machine until that $4,000 is gone, because that's the way he thinks is fun. I don't understand why people want to get up in his business. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you mind your own motherfucking business? Gosh, and I would tell people that, and people would leave him alone. Well, like, you didn't really have to tell very many people, because once you told them once, you didn't have to tell them again, because he meant business. You know what I mean? Anyways, so we get to his house, and he's like, it's a perfect time. Let's go see if those lights are up there. So we walk in the pitch black up this hill into these railroad tracks. And sure as shit, there's these crazy lights. I'm not even going to explain it, because I don't want to start getting followed and all sorts of crazy stuff. But all I'm going to say is the men in black showed up literally within 4 minutes. These dudes in this freaking little tiny truck, dressed in suits, with one had a clipboard, couldn't read their license plate because it had one of those dark things over it. What are you guys doing? Looking for the dog? Live right down there. That's what we said. That's what he said. I started calling for the dog. Oh, okay. What are you guys doing? Oh, we're just gonna go for a run. Yeah, those guys were not going for a run. And they didn't go for a run, they left. That was weird. So, yeah, maybe I'm like, is this what channeling feels like? You're supposed to tell things that are coming to you because somebody needs to hear it. Maybe it will relate to somebody somehow. Is that what it is? Oh my gosh, maybe not, I don't know. So, maybe this whole area has something's going on in this whole area. Maybe, who knows? But there's a lot of areas like that in the United States of America. But this is, I guess the mud flood came through here. Look at all that. So beautiful. Fall is such a beautiful time of the year. Yeah. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's 9:50. Jeez, it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, goodness gracious. I gotta walk my dog still. I didn't bring my dog with me because I was gonna be getting that mushroom, and I feel bad I didn't bring him with me, but I'm gonna walk him when I get home. Oh, it's so nice out. I love the rain. I like spring rain the best, but the first fall rain is pretty good too. It was weird. They were calling. Oh, and man, another thing. I don't know about any other places that have had natural disaster fires or whatever, but in Medical Lake, Washington, USA, they are being charged $1,000. $1,000. They're being charged that their insurance company isn't paying for. Like, they have to pay $1,000 to have asbestos testing for their house that burnt down, that was built after the date that they said asbestos was, if your house was built after blah, 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 you don't have to worry about asbestos. Well, their house was built after blah, 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 blah. So, oh my gosh, there goes the truck. They're coming. Fuck. So weird. Of course that would happen. They're going to be like, Miss Wolf. I'm going to be like, fuck you. Just kidding, I won't say that. I'm very not, I'm not confrontational. That's what yeah. Not confrontational. Some people might think that's not true. But I'm learning to be not confrontational. Now, it's been hard, but I'm tested every motherfucking day. Just joking. I forgot what I was just saying. But I felt like it was important. Dang it. Those motherfuckers throw me off every time. I'm just kidding. Oh, jeez. What do I hear? What's his name? Ryan Upchurch always, sheesh. That cracks me up. Sheesh. Anyway. Shout out to Ryan Upchurch. Is that what I was just doing? Shout out. Give a shout out. Is that a thing still? I'm such an old person now. Well, I don't want to speak that into existence because I'm not old. But when my mom was my age, I was like, gosh, she's kind of getting old. But now I'm like, fuck, she was probably in her prime, and that's gross. I don't want to think about that. Ugh. Anyways, it's a different subject. Celibacy is hard, that's all I'm saying. Goodness gracious. That's too TMI, too much information. People don't need to know that, but fucking A. I'm gonna take my aggression out of this stupid pine cone. Ah! Okay, done. I think it's time for me to skedaddle off of this live. I forgot I was live for a minute, and I thought I was just making a video that I wasn't gonna have to account for, because I do that a lot. I'll make a video and I'm like, I probably said a bunch of dumb shit. People are gonna be like, oh, this girl just talks and talks and talks. But someday, maybe somebody's gonna wanna listen. No, there's a lot of people that wanna listen. They act like they wanna listen. They don't really listen though. It's so annoying. Gosh. It's really hard for somebody that it's hard for me to trust people because I know their intentions. I try not to know. I try hard. It's so hard not to know. But I can always see it. I didn't and don't still always act like I see it though, because lately I just want to see how far motherfuckers will go. But then I'm like, is that manipulative and mean? Or is that me showing them the fuck is your problem like that, you know? Oh, there's a person, I'm gonna turn this off. And because I can't read because I walked up that little tiny hill. Gosh, get a grip, Jenny. Oh. I'm sure this place has something to do with the duckweed.